Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to today's installment of Home Solutions. Dennis Purvis live and direct here from the Mix 104.1 studios. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Hope you're out there taking advantage of this beautifully warm, hot, humid weather, like it is and has been and apparently forever will be. I've never wanted fall more in my life, but glad you guys are listening. Thank you for everybody out there that listens each and every week. We are your local home and garden show. We are determined to bring you some of the best folks around, best vendors that can bring some shine to your doorstep, whether it's a remodeling, whether it's roofs, whether it's cleaning, whether it's yards, whether it's your garden. We're here for you, and we're committed to the local area here and for local small businesses. So thank you so much. And as always, we're brought to you by the fine folks, and I say that because I'm one of them, at Pro 93 Home Solutions. And folks, we are your local general contractor. We can handle any of your home improvement needs, from maybe you're just needing some plumbing work, or all the way up to kitchen, bath remodels, basement refinishes, additions. We can build custom house. Whatever you need, we can help you. Please give us a call at 458-4135 or look us up on the web, pro93homesolutions.com. We've got a nice little contact us tab right there that comes directly to our emails and our phones if you have a need to get a hold of us and maybe get us out for an estimate. And don't forget, Wendy and our clean team, we also do residential and light commercial cleaning. If you need an estimate, you're tired of taking care of this stuff by yourself, kids have been homo summer, your house is trashed, you are ready to get clean for a new school year, Wendy would love to come out and give you a free estimate and get our clean team over there to help you out. Again, that's 458-4135, as you can give us a call. So today I've got a good friend's been with us a couple times now, but some exciting news coming down their way as a company, and I couldn't be more proud of him from a personal level. But today, the lovely, the talented Brandon Beavers is with us from Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. It's a long title, For now. Oh, yeah, a little foreshadowing. But Brandon, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for being here today, man. I'm loving the beard. We got two gingers in the same place. This is kind of crazy. See this white? This is what you have to look forward to, by the way. You get just white. Redheads, we don't get gray. We get white.
White is wise.
Yes, I like it. I'm trying to sooner or later, I'm either going to be Santa Claus or Gandalf. Either way, I'm good. But Brandon's, I can tell you, we work with them a lot at Pro 93, but also he's done some personal work for me that we'll talk about in a little bit. But I can tell you what they do, and I love him as a person. I love him as a business owner. I love their kind of mission as a business. I think it's pretty safe to say that our mission statements are pretty well aligned as far as trying to create a culture of care, not just with our customers and our contractors, but with our community as well. So I can tell you that if you deal with Brandon, you're dealing with great people who are going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. And if not, he will put his money where his mouth is. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, Brandon, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Renew.
So I am a Marine Corps veteran, live in Chickamauga, Georgia, but our company's based out of Chattanooga. And we launched the company last year, and we do all exterior cleaning. So everything from taking the black streaks off your roof, cleaning your gutters, washing the house, washing the driveway, and possibly staining a deck if you need that done as well. And then in the wintertime, we do holiday light installation. So Halloween, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day, we can do it year.
Just flat out football season.
Yeah, so we can do some football-themed lighting on your home as well.
So how did you, and for folks that don't know, you're kind of a Clevelander at heart, right?
I am. I moved to Cleveland when I was about 12 years old. Went to Cleveland Middle School and Lake Forest. Then I went to Bradley High School, played football there all 4 years, went to Cleveland State, and then got a job traveling around the country, hanging off ropes for a living. Did that for about 5 years.
And let me just tell you, so Brandon and I went to church together and that's where I met him when he was in high school and kind of watched him grow up. I was actually honored to be able to officiate his wedding a couple years ago with his lovely bride and his growing family and his growing farm, by the way.
Family's still growing, due in December.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if I told you that or not.
You did not?
Yeah.
Talk about burying the lead. Congratulations, man. I need
Thanks.
to call Jess. I'm so excited. So, wow, that just kind of hit me. That's awesome, man. You figured out what's causing it yet?
Planning.
Planning. There you go. Good. That's a fantastic answer right there.
This one was planned.
Good, good. Well, listen, I know, Brandon, I kind of watched him, and I watched him go to the Marines and come back and kind of, I think it's safe to say the military kind of changed you a little bit, and you don't have much of a choice but to grow up when you get in there, do you? It's time to go. So, and he comes back and he starts sending me pictures of his job, his jobs he's doing, and I'll never forget I was sitting in my truck. I pull up a picture and I was like, what is going? Brandon is hanging from a roof of the Mercedes-Benz stadium in Atlanta, hanging from a harness from the ceiling, painting the ceiling. And and first of all, Brandon knows I'm scared of heights. And,
So am I.
Are you really?
Terrified.
How are you terrified of heights? I've seen you hang off stuff 400 feet off the ground.
I trust my equipment.
See, I don't trust my equipment. I ain't trusting anybody. I'll stay right here on the ground. But he sends me stuff. He'll send you pictures when you're working on the windmills out in somewhere in the Midwest.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. You'd send me pictures and it'd make my stomach drop. And I know he's always had an amazing work ethic. And I know, what made you want to start a business? And when you decided that, how did you come up with, Renew?
So starting a business was something I've always wanted to do, but I have a beautiful 5-year-old daughter, and we had some personal issues that happened with my daughter and her mother, which is not my wife, and decided it was best to come home and give her some more stability.
Yeah.
Because at that point she was staying with her mom and then staying with us and traveling all over the country. And it sounds great, but as a child you need stability. And so and
they also, when they say they were traveling around the country, it was a school bus that they had completely converted into living space, which I think now is an Airbnb, correct?
It is.
Little shameless plug for the Beavers bus. But go ahead. Sorry.
But we needed some stability for her, and we took advantage of the housing market, sold our home, bought another, and took the money from that and funded the business. And then I have a wonderful wife who's an accountant. She helps smooth a lot of things. And
yes.
All of her family is really supportive. So anything that we try to do or crazy ideas that we have, everyone stands behind us, and that's really helpful.
Look, man, you got to have good friends to back your play no matter what. And good friends and family will do that. So when I heard a couple years ago that when he was just starting to kind of explore into getting things going, we met and had lunch and talked, and I just, to watch you guys grow, I'm jealous. I'll be honest with you. I'm jealous of your guys' marketing. And guys, if you haven't, tell them where they can find you online and on the socials, because you need to see some of their videos, folks, to see he is doing a fantastic job with drones and with editing even, because you're doing all that yourself, right? All the videos?
Yes, I do most of the videos myself. Every now and then when we get a really crazy job, we'll hire out some people, and but we do have a marketing company as well that is handling some stuff for us coming up.
But those videos, where can people find you online so they can see some of this stuff?
So you can find us on the web at www.therenewcrew.com. You can call us at 423-488-1988, or you can find us on Facebook at Renew Exterior Cleaning Services.
And I'm telling you, when you get a chance, especially all you up there that are watching in Facebook land, click on that link that Austin's probably got up there that will take care of going right to their page, but you'll get to see some of the time lapse, the before and after. I get caught up just watching them sometimes because I'm one of those people. I know this sounds crazy. I love to cut grass and I love to vacuum because I can see progress. Watching your videos is like fantastic because you get to watch something that's dirty, and sometimes you look at stuff that you didn't even think was that dirty until you get done and realize, oh, that's a different color. And I will say this, and we'll get into their products here in the after we get back from break. But I do want to say that personally, I had Brandon come out to my house, and I've got vinyl siding, especially one quarter of my house is always in the shade. It's tons of trees, so I had a ton of algae. If I learned anything from having Brandon on this show in the past, It's when he scared me to death and told me that anything that you see out on your house, like the green and all that stuff and the algae, and you think, oh, it's not. He said, it's alive. And I just kind of went, what? And he said, it's alive. And and I'm like, well, that's how horror movies start. So anyway, I got him to come out and take care of all that stuff. And my wife actually came home and said, did you put new vinyl siding on the house? I said, honey, we're quick, but they're not that quick. We just got it cleaned. And then she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Brandon came over. I forgot to tell her. And she thought it was a new house. That's how unbelievable. And there's some great pictures of my house online. You can take a look. I'm one of those pictures that you can see the before and after. And it really does look like brand new siding. And that was a product, you use soft wash on that, correct?
Correct. It's a low pressure chemical clean, so it comes out at about the pressure of your garden hose, and we use cleaning solutions in there. And the difference is when you pressure wash something, you just push the things around, and all the spores that are still there immediately start growing back. When you soft wash it, you kill it at its core, and the whole biological process has to start over again. So it lasts 2 to 3 times as long as just standard pressure washing.
And I can tell you too, another thing with vinyl siding, and I know there are folks that come through, if you're in a neighborhood like mine, people come knock on the door trying to get you to sign up for some pressure washing. But I can tell you how many calls we get pretty much, especially this time of year on the weekly, folks that have had some pressure washing done, and guess what? High pressure, somebody didn't maybe a little too high of a pressure. Vinyl siding sometimes it's just tucked into J-channel. It's not always screwed on every piece. They knock stuff loose. They've got loose siding now. They've got soffit falling down. They've got some of their fascia boards. You know, if you get too hot on some of these, the old wood, people that don't have the metal trim coil or the PVC, you can start chipping paint. And that's, part of your house looks great, but now part of it looks like, you're going to spend thousands of dollars to get it fixed. So pressure washing has its place. I know you guys do that as well. Where do you suggest kind of drawing that line between pressure and soft wash?
If it's a hardscape, so flagstone, concrete, brick, and not even all brick,
right?
But if it gets walked on, you can use pressure. Yeah. That's kind of where it stands, because the soft wash kills organics, and you get a lot of organics on your home, but you still get a lot of organics on your hardscapes, but you also get inorganic, so the things you carry on your feet. That's what requires pressure.
I think one of the things that I really noticed was around my windows. You know, you kind of live with the bugs and the stuff that gets in the cracks. You don't get out there all the time. It's something exterior you don't think about a lot. And the other thing was my gutters. Even my gutters that you guys hit, it looked like I had painted my gutters. It was just crazy to see some of those little things that you can live with as a homeowner and you don't even think about, but when they get cleaned, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to keep it that way. So I can promise you this: Brandon will be making an annual trip to my house to take care of it, because it's night and day, folks. And I encourage you, again, get on his Facebook page, get on his website. He's got tons of great videos, great drone videos, and we'll talk about more what they do here in just a minute. But we kind of buried the lead today because you guys got some big news coming. We're gonna tease it out. So listen, no matter how you're listening out there today, maybe you're driving around town, maybe you're getting ready to go do some of your own DIY home projects, maybe you're out fixing the vehicle, maybe you're going to get an oil change. We thank you for listening in the car. Maybe you're listening at home. Maybe you're streaming us online, or you're on the Mix 1041 app. We appreciate you. And again, for all you folks watching on Facebook, thank you very much for tuning in. But don't go anywhere. We come back. Renew Exterior Cleaning Services, and I'm saying the full name again, he's got some big news, and Brandon's going to tell us when we come back. You're listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 1041 and 1013 The Buzz. Are you tired of going to YouTube or Google for answers to your home improvement questions? Maybe you have more projects than you have time. No matter where you are in the process, Pro 93 Home Solutions is ready to serve you. Pro 93 is a local, veteran-owned company offering residential and commercial remodeling, cleaning, and security. Contact us today at 458-4135 or online at pro93homesolutions.com. Let the pros at Pro 93 find the solution for your home or business. That's 458-4135. Welcome back. Hope you had a quick break. Thanks for sticking with us here at Home Solutions. Dennis Purvis with you here in the Mix 1041 studios. Joined today with Brandon Beavers from Renew Exterior Cleaning. And, we talked a little bit just a few minutes ago about everything you guys do. So, and we'll get into even the more of what you guys do in just a minute. But your company's got some big news, big things coming, so I'm not going to steal your thunder. What's going on? When's it happening? What can you tell us?
So we are rebranding. We have wanted to rebrand since we even thought about the company, but we couldn't afford to due to some grants and stuff from the state and a really long business plan. We got some approval, and we've been working on that since January. So there's going to be a new name, a new website, new logos, vehicle wraps, the whole 9 yards. So everything's going to look completely different.
Are you allowed to tell us what it is?
No.
Oh, almost breaking news.
The name's going to be a little shorter, a little easier to say.
I may know a little bit about this. That's why I kept saying Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. It'll roll off the tongue a little better.
It'll roll off the tongue a little better, and it's a complete brand, so it'll be a lot easier to navigate.
Well, and I think it gives you something, and we're talking. People are listening, having no idea because I know a little bit more than they do, but it's going to give you room to scale and grow too. I think is the big thing.
It is, and we have an event coming up for the rebrand. It's a public event, so it's going to be held at the Aloft Hotel at Hamilton Place.
One of those great new places. It's on the backside by Dave & Buster's, right?
Yep, and they're a Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce member as well as us, and they agreed to openly host us, not charging us anything, so that's great. But we're going to have an event there on August 25th from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Oh, less than a month away.
Less than a month away. And then we're doing a couple things there. So they've got $5 drink specials. They've got a full menu. We're doing a ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce at 5:30. And then when we go upstairs, we're going to be giving away 2 gift baskets. And it's a total of $1,500. We're doing a $1,000 gift basket and a $500 gift basket. The hotel's going to be donating some free stays, and then every bit of our merchandise and rebranding material will be in there as well.
That is fantastic, man. I'm so happy for you guys. I know it's going to be a big thing for you, and again, scalable. It's something that you don't have to worry about changing for a while, because I know what goes into that. We've done that. And you don't think about how many things have your logo on it, how many things have, it's luckily we don't do a lot of letterhead anymore, so you don't have to worry about that much anymore. But everything from cards to, like you said, vehicle wraps to everything you guys are doing. So I'm excited. We'll be there. A couple of us from Pro 93 are going to head down and support our good friends and support partners in the business, and again, so let's first of all, congrats on that, man. I'm excited to see how that goes. But let's jump back into how you can help our folks here in the local area. If you're listening to this, Facebook is a little harder because you guys could be watching from Australia. All right, he's not going to come to Australia, although he probably would if the price was right. But I will say, for those of you that are listening on the radio, if you're hearing this, you're in his area. Give him a call. One more time, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can call us at 423-488-1988. You can find us online at therenewcrew.com, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. And
we've talked a little bit about the kind of difference between pressure and soft wash. One of the things that I think is really, really, I think it was the first job you ever did with us, for one of our customers, was a roof clean. And we have, and it's, shingles are one thing, but this job particularly, I got to see it for myself. I had a customer that her brother had cleaned part of her roof, and what that meant was he got the part that wasn't scary. But then there was another part that was really high pitched and scary, and he didn't want any part of it. And she literally had 2 different roofs up there, one that had been cleaned and one that hadn't. And she and so I had Brandon come out. He came out, I think, did the estimate and was out there within the next few days. She could not have been more pleased, and it worked out as a great referral for us. Great partnership with. It's what's kind of started our partnership with Brandon as a company, and I can tell you. He about floored her when he said, "Yeah, we can clean it, and we don't even have to get on your roof." Please explain that to somebody and to those people that are listening, how you guys can do that.
So it's not necessarily about pressure. It's that low pressure chemical cleaning soft wash. So we use the cleaning agents in there, and we have machines that can shoot about 60 feet. and the soap that's mixed in it becomes sticky when it's integrated through the proportioning valves. And basically all that means is when it gets on the roof, it doesn't really matter how steep it is, it sticks to it and just barely rolls down, and it actually cleans the organics. So this was a red metal roof, and we can do all kinds of roofs, but this one was red metal roof, and it had black algae on top of it called Gliocapsa, and it's alive. And on top of it causing her heating bill to be higher because it's a darker roof, takes more to cool, it looked bad.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got up there, and it took us about 3 or 4 hours, and all we had to do is put the ladder up there, spray it, and let the chemicals do the work, and then wash it off.
And I can tell you, she couldn't believe it, because you made a believer out of her, because this customer in particular, she knows what she wants. She's been around. She's experienced, worked a lot with construction. Has a big farm out there that she runs by herself. And I'll tell you, those are the kind of customers you love to make happy, and you sure did. And it was amazing to me just to kind of, he's like, yeah, maybe 4 hours total. And he said that includes probably setting up. And that was before you kind of had the setup you do now. One of the other big things I know that I've noticed that you guys have added to the arsenal is a pretty sophisticated vehicle. Talk a little bit about, kind of what you guys kind of have everything in one spot now.
Yeah, so we've got a box truck that we can run year round. It's got 6 systems in it versus 2 on the old rig, and it allows us to clean faster than just about anybody in the city. I'd be impressed to see other rigs, but it's a really nice rig, and it allows us to get in and out of your home in a day usually. So, and
I can tell you, we had with the housing market the way it is. If you're listening out there right now, if you're in your home and you're tired of the dingy siding, or you've got concrete but you can't tell anymore because it's so blacked up, tire marks, oil, whatever it is, you need to give them a call. But I can tell you, in this particular case, we had a customer. It was in my neighborhood, a friend of mine. Who was moving. She was transferring and was selling her house. And one of the things it's a pretty good sized house, one of the actually bigger ones in our subdivision. And she was really concerned about getting it cleaned. And there was some height, some areas that aren't easy to get to for a normal pressure washer. And she just said she hadn't been happy with anybody that's pressure washed it in the past. That's kind of come through our neighborhood. And I was like, yeah. I said, I've got the guy. And Brad went out and looked. We got it. He went out and just made all the difference. She waited. She was so excited because she had waited to take pictures for the listing until you got there and got done. And she could not believe the difference. And her house sold in about 4 days, so she was even happier then. To spend that money, because that's what I told her. I said, look, you're selling the house. You don't want to invest any money you can't get back, but you can't beat curb appeal. And she actually had great front yard, great landscaping, and that brings us to another thing. That's another thing is that we've got, she had quite, especially in her front yard, a quite extensive ton of plants, flowers. Talk about how you guys go about it, because I know you've talked about soap and chemicals and different things that you do. Is it safe for folks that have kind of extensive landscaping and plants?
Yeah, so what we do is we take and we water everything when we get there. We water it while we're washing, and we water it when we're finished. In a perfect world, no plant would ever be harmed. But if a plant ever does get harmed, you can find us out there with our gardening tools, tearing it up, replacing it, fixing it. I've gone out, I've put all kinds of fertilizers down, just help people out. If we have a mistake, we'll own up to it. Yesterday we had a brass lock that got some chemical in it and seized up. And within an hour he was paid for his time and the lock, and he was really happy. We offered to come replace it ourselves. He said, no, that's okay, just $20 for a lock. And we paid him a good bit more than that because his time's worth something too.
Yeah.
But if we have a mistake, we'll fix it.
I could tell you that's one of the things we were talking a little bit off air. I think that's one of the things that's helped us with our retention of customers calling us back is, a lot of folks offer a warranty, and then the question is, yeah, but what happens when you actually have a warranty claim? And, that when I say that our businesses, our missions are in line, Brandon, again, I think we talked about this. We strive to be perfect knowing that we're not going to be.
Exactly.
Stuff happens. We've had an issue where we were turning off an ice maker line trying to move a fridge to do some flooring. We turned off the shutoff valve. We had no idea to know that there was a leak right below it that went all through their crawl space. And we ended up going in, replacing a moisture barrier, replacing some cup flooring because, even though we didn't physically do it, it happened on our watch. We turned it off. Nobody else touched it. It was a faulty valve, but, again, it's taking care of customers. And, he's got a, no plant left behind guarantee, right? We're going to take care of it. But for the most part, the stuff you guys use is pretty safe for that. And you guys, and if there's something, I know you've talked before, and you talking to Brandon, I can tell you the biggest difference between Brandon now and Brandon about 8 years ago is he talks a lot more like a chemistry teacher now because he's learned all the hows and whys of what he's using. But you guys protect and cover. If you've got some stuff, you guys are going to make sure you're doing the protection stuff on the front end, correct?
Correct.
And folks, you can't find that everywhere. Folks that just got a little sticker on the side of their truck, chucking a truck is what we call them. Number one, are they bonded? Do they have do they have a business license? These are all things that I promise you call Renew. They'll provide for you in an email in about 10 minutes. That's something that they, you got to spend a little extra to make sure you're doing business the right way. And I really respect that you guys do it the right way. And he's going to own up if they've got an issue. They've got guarantees. And I can tell you, it's comforting to know there's still people out there that honor those things. So thank you for that. So we've talked about, what are we missing? We got a few minutes left here. We've talked about soft wash. We've talked about roof. We've talked about the pressure wash. Other things that you guys do. I know we got a few minutes. Here we go. You said it at the beginning. It's getting that time of year, you folks. Holiday lights.
That's it. So in the wintertime, it's too cold to wash. And one service that we offer in the wintertime is holiday lighting. And that's kind of expanding to all holidays. So
you got a Halloween. I heard you got a Halloween, right?
We got a Halloween house. We have one house that the lady is a Miami Hurricanes football fan. So we're doing orange and green on her house for the football season. And then as soon as it hits December, we're flipping it out for warm white bulbs for Christmas.
And listen, you're in the South, so college football season is in fact a holiday here. So let's see, it goes right into holiday lighting. And you guys, now when you guys do that, for folks that call you, do they provide the lights? Do you guys provide the lights? How's that work?
We provide the lights. We provide the storage, the installation, the tear down. There is no cost to you if a bulb goes out, no service fee. We come out there free of charge. We'll fix it. Like I said, if there's a problem, we'll take care of it.
So you guys, when you say storage, you guys are boxing it up and be back next year to get it put back up, correct?
Yep. So you own the lights, but we store them, and the benefit of storing it is you get that guarantee. If you store it and you try and put it up at some other random holiday, it's not going to be the right way when it's put back, but we store it, we take care of it, make sure there's no problems, and then we'll come back the next year and put it up.
And bulbs going out's a big thing. If they store it, I'm guessing they replace the bulbs if they go out. If you store them, you're going to take care of it, correct?
Exactly.
There you go. Well, listen, man, you've got the year round covered, man. One more time before we get out of here, how do people get a hold of you?
You can call us at 423-488-1988. You can find us on the web at therenewcrew.com. You can find us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Renew Exterior Cleaning Services.
Listen, Brandon, thank you so much for being here today, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Folks, give them a call. The question is, why haven't you called them to clean your house, put up some lights? Come on, get them out there. It's free estimates. They'll take care of you. He's a good friend of ours, and we're glad to see him prosper. And be on the lookout after August 25th for a new, improved Renew Exterior Cleaning Service. So thank you so much, man. For everybody out there, listen, hope everybody has a fantastic week. Love on your family. Love your neighbor. And remember, we're all in this together. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz.